Welcome to the Move Over Limit Vehicles Efficiently Maine system, also known as MoveMe, user tutorial videos. This video will guide you through the steps for modifying a route using via points in MoveMe at movememaine.com. This and other tutorial videos can be found on the login page via the MoveMe tutorial videos link. MoveMe allows you the option to request certain routes by using via points. These points can be entered by specifying certain highways to be used or by selecting points from the map to be included when determining the route. Via points are typically entered when the system-generated route is not the preferred route. For this example, I have selected a route coming into Maine on Route 6 from Canada and exiting Maine on US Highway 202 into New Hampshire. The origin and destination have already been set. Once you click Validate and Run, MoveMe will determine the quickest, safest route of travel and display a map of that route. You can see this route is traveling from Canada to New Hampshire on Interstate 95. If you would like to consider an alternate route, you can do so using via points. To add a via point, click the Expand chevron icon to expand the Inner Trip panel. Via points can be specific highways or map locations. To route using specific highways, select Highway from the Via Points drop-down list. An empty text field will be displayed to enter the highway names of the preferred route of travel. For this example route, I want to travel Highway 6, US 2, US 201 to I-295, I-95 to Highway 111 to US 202 into New Hampshire. I will input the highway names into the empty text field. Highway names can be entered in the proper format such as I for Interstate, US for US highways, or RT for Maine highways, followed by a hyphen in the road number, by the road name, or just the highway. Separate road names with a comma only and omit any spaces. Type US for US highway, -2, US, -201, I for Interstate, -295, I-95, RT for Main Highway, -111. Alternatively, users can just enter 2, 201, 295, 95, 111. Do not include any spaces. Once the highways have been entered, click the Validate and Run button to recalculate the trip to include the requested via highways entered. If the route requested has any restrictions, the system will ignore the request and route an approved route. The route did not give what was requested. As I travel along the blue highlighted line, I can see near Brewer that my route changed from Route 6 to Route 9 to I-395 and around in order to keep the route as close to the request as possible. I can zoom all the way in to find out where the restriction is in the route that has caused MoveMe to reroute. Click the Get Restriction Information for Road radio button above the map after zooming in, and then click the red highlight located on the highway in question. The restriction information screen will be displayed. This screen gives a detailed description of the restriction affecting travel on the roadway selected. For this example, there is a local delivery restriction located on this particular section of roadway, so the system will not allow us to travel that way. You can then adjust your route as needed. Now I will enter US-2, I-95, or just 2, 95 in the Via Points text field. Click the Validate and Run button. Go over the new route to confirm the system has not found any restrictions and you can travel this way. If you don't happen to know the exact names of the highways you want to travel, or if you prefer, you can also enter via points by clicking specific locations to be routed by using the map display. I'll use the same origin and destination as before and click the Validate and Run button to generate a route. Click the Expand chevron icon to expand the Inner Trip panel. Select Find on Map from the Via Point drop-down list, and then click the Select on Map link to display the Select Latitude-Longitude Vias on Map screen. From here, I'm going to select the city of origin, which will be Vanceboro from the drop-down list, and click the Go button. This will focus the map on Vanceboro. Drag the map along the route you want to travel, selecting points as you go along. For this route, we want to travel Route 6 to I-95. I'm going to find Route 6 and the quickest way to get to I-95 on the map, which is the access road. Make sure you are zoomed in close enough to see both directions of travel, so I will zoom in as close as I can here. Click the Select Radio button above the map and click a point close to the intersection of Access Road and I-95. Select one other point on I-95 for accuracy. Zoom out and continue dragging the map along the route of travel. Repeat the previous step, selecting different points on the highways to travel. I will select 2 points on I-95 where I-95 and I-295 cross. One point is placed on I-95 before where I-295 crosses, and one after where I-295 crosses I-95. Be sure that you are zoomed in close enough to select a point on the roadway in the correct direction of travel. Please note that via points do not have to be entered in consecutively traveled order. You can decide if you want to add a point to the end of the list or before a specific via point by selecting the option from the drop-down list located above the map. If you forget a point, you can add the point even after you've already selected several via points on the map. The points must be listed consecutively in the via point section of the Enter Trip panel. Once the points are added, click the Expand Chevron icon to open the Enter Trip panel, or click the Done button. If there are extra or unwanted via points in the list, they can be removed by clicking the Remove link next to the via point. Click the Validate and Run button to run the requested route. If there are any restrictions, the system will route as close to the requested route as possible. You will be prompted with a map display of the route for your view. You can see your requested route has been highlighted in blue. Turn-by-turn directions are located under the map to validate the route of travel. This concludes the MoveMe user tutorial video on how to modify a route using via points. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, more videos are available for your convenience.